Game On.
Hello and welcome, viewers. You're watching Game On, and I'm your host, Denise Pine, joined by my technical co-host, Ep3. Yo, Captain, my captain.
You know how it is.
Let's just remind them, give them your titles.
You know what? We could talk and
talk,
but we don't have that time. So that's a story for another day.
Definitely. So now, you know what I want to say to you. Goal shy, goal shy, goal shy, goal shy, goal shy, and then 2-1.
Huffing and puffing. Yeah. We don't know where the way these guys are keeping their goals, because this is a tournament where we should be enjoying the game, the goals. But how many games? Five games?
6 games.
6 games. 5 games of which it's 1-0. So hoping maybe because everybody is trying to be cautious.
Yeah.
And they want to secure the 3 points, and then probably in the second round. Because remember, 4 points you can easily qualify. So I think now, because everybody has to get the 3 points first, and then maybe in the second round, maybe we'll be able to see goals.
But now, don't you think, okay, I understand that concept or that approach, but don't you think it would have been better if people tried to score a little bit more, like what Cameroon did? Like, don't you feel that would be the ideal start to the tournament?
Because remember, if you score first and you need to defend and protect that 1 goal. Because if you keep on attacking again, you might even lose it at the back, and then another team can equalize, and you see now. So I think everybody's very cautious. So 1 goal, it's enough for them. But let's just hope that second round we're going to see more goals, or maybe other games that are following up, we'll be able to see goals again.
All right, so now let's look at what has been said on social media. As you know, in Group B, we have got Malawi and Guinea. We had Senegal play versus Zimbabwe, and then we had the Malawi versus Guinea game. Anticipation on social media was mainly leaning towards Malawi, and then Guinea took the goal.
It was a very interesting game, and Malawi were very composed on the ball. They created so many chances, but you know what? Keita, the goalkeeper of Guinea, was outstanding, and he denied all these Malawians, the likes of Chester, the likes of Vaza, to score goals. So, which means that Malawi is not a team to underestimate them. Otherwise, you'll be surprised.
Just like Zimbabwe is not a team to underestimate. Ooh, AFCON 33rd edition is something exciting to look at. But you know what? I would love for us to really assess the Malawi versus Guinea game. So what we're going to do right now is let's just take a quick look at the highlights of the game between Malawi and Guinea, and then we can assess it. Assessing with my technical co-host. Let's check it out.
Game On.
I mean, wow. Those missed chances. I mean, Keita was clearly catering. He just made sure that no goal went through. I mean, if he wasn't a strong goalkeeper, we would have been speaking another story right now.
Absolutely.
They
You
would have
see-
been sitting at the top right now.
Yes, you can say that, and also the credit should go to the goalkeeper because that's his department. You're supposed to save, you're supposed to defend, you're supposed to help the team. So that's exactly what Keita did. But I was very impressed with the Malawians. They were very comfortable on the ball, and they created so many chances, and they also had glorious chances that they should have probably won the game 4-5-0 in the first half. But anyway, thanks to Keita, the goalkeeper. Outstanding player.
He had one job
One
and
job to
he
do,
did
and
it.
he did it.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go to a quick break and we're going to assess the game on more of the technical side. That's more Eddie now. And he's going to get to give us a breakdown of what actually transpired and explain to us why Malawi is the team to look out for. So you're watching Game on JIT-TV, and we're covering the AFCON 33rd edition, the biggest tournament in Africa when it comes to football. So we'll be right back after this break. Don't leave.
Game on. Game on.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Denise Pine and I'm with my technical co-host Erubedina, and you are watching Game On. We are currently covering the AFCON 33rd edition, and today we are paying close attention to the Malawi versus Guinea game. And the reason being, Malawi is in Group B alongside Zimbabwe, Senegal, and of course Guinea. So we're trying to see what our group is looking like and try to scope out where we're going to fare. So now, our game, Guinea versus Malawi. As I did mention earlier, the fans really were confident that Guinea was not going to take this one, and they took us by surprise. But let's get to the technical side, right? Let's look at the statistics. Looking at the game yesterday in terms of possession, Guinea was sitting on 55, Malawi was on 45. In terms of shots, Malawi was sitting on 10, Guinea on 13. Shots on target, Malawi was on 6, Guinea on 4. Attacks, we're looking at 80 for Malawi and 75 for Guinea. Dangerous attacks, 28 for Malawi and 31 for Guinea. And then corners, 6 each. So tell me, from a coach's perspective now, because you're also coaching, let's hear what you think about yesterday's game.
Yes, Pineapple. You know what? This I had to. This is a game where Malawi showed character. I think from the first whistle until the last. Because if you look at the attacks, yes. I think Malawi had 80 and Guinea had 75. It shows you that they know exactly what they were doing. They know exactly where they were going. Because for a team like Malawi, to go into the game, say not take no prisoners, wanting to win the game, and even if you look at the glorious chances that they've missed, and if only they had scored those chances, we could be talking a different story. But we should thank to the Guinea goalkeeper, Keita. And also, if you look at the dangerous attacks,
yes,
which is very, very vital in a game, they had more than than Guinea. So you see, now if we're talking about Malawi appearing at their First Nations Cup since 2020 and giving a performance like that, which means Zimbabwe has to be very, very careful in terms of whether the head-to-head that they played against Malawi, because this is a new, different game altogether. Now, 5 games, this is going to be the 5th game against Malawi. And Malawi, they are in, they want it, and they want to show their nation, they want to show their supporters that we can also qualify into the second round.
Wow, that is quite. It's not alarming, but at the same time, remember they say that a hungry man is an angry man, and an angry man is capable of anything. So, to be honest, in terms of like just trying to see who can actually end up taking the cup, I am concerned with regards to our group because everyone is bringing their A game. I'd like to think that in terms of so far from the games that we saw, I would, correct me if I'm wrong, I would put Zimbabwe and Malawi at the people who had their best A game on. Expectations were high. They did manage to deliver to a certain extent. It was unfortunate that they failed. But in terms of their A game, they really brought their A game in this tournament.
The underdogs. They're called the underdogs. And both the two teams performed very well. And besides the fact that they lost the games, but the performance, solid, excellent, and I enjoyed watching them because they gave the people exactly what the underdogs.
What they wanted.
Yes, exactly. So I think now it will be a case of Malawi versus Zimbabwe on Friday, and we're hoping that Zimbabwe should win it. Otherwise, Mawan. It's a game that we definitely have to win, but don't underestimate the Malawians.
All right, and then now looking at formation, our coaches yesterday gave us 5-3-2 for Guinea, and then Malawi was playing 3-4-1-2. What's your take on the mixture of the combinations? Do you think that it could have resulted in Guinea's winning, or how can we put it?
Yeah, I think with the formations that they were playing, the Malawians they wanted to attack from the first whistle, because if they play with the 3 defenders, that means they wanted to push more, and they wanted to keep the high line in terms of when they are in position, and also when they wanted to press against Guinea. So it worked for them because they created numerous chances. You're talking of the likes of Chester, the Peter Banders and the Mone and the Valas. Those are the people that created chances, and if only they had scored those chances,
it would have been a different conversation.
We would be saying, wow, when we play Malawi now, it's going to be a different game. But Keita, outstanding. Again, we'll keep on talking about him because he's the one that denied the Malawians goal-scoring opportunities.
Are you picking up something from this tournament so far? The goalkeepers keep on having the potential of being man of the match.
Yes, I mean, if you look at the game Zimbabwe versus Senegal, Mari was outstanding. Now look at Guinea versus Malawi. Keita, outstanding. So I think we're going to see, you never know, maybe you might see the man of the tournament going to a goalkeeper. It's very possible.
This is actually quite exciting because now from all the games that we've watched, the goalkeepers that have stood out obviously are Mari from Zimbabwe and Keita. So now the question is, are we actually going to... my goodness. I don't know if you understand my frustration, but we're also going to be looking at Malawian goalie Kakobwe. Yes, right. So now let's look at Kakobwe.
Made numerous saves too, and I think he also kept the Malawians at bay, because I think the Guinea also were attacking, and they also created chances, but thanks to him again, he saves. You see, this is what I like about goalkeepers, and that's their job. They have to do that. They have to save goals. Otherwise, if we don't have good goalkeepers, then goals will be coming in left and right. We will be talking about goal shy, goal shy, goal
Go
shy.
shy,
Yes,
go
we'll be
shy.
talking about raining goals, raining goals. So far now, the top goal scorer right now, Abu Bakr from Cameroon, 2 goals. So let's hope that we're going to see someone coming in 3, 4, 5 goals.
All right. Thank you so much, Edelbert. We will be right back after this break because you know what? There's a lot that we still need to address, especially when it comes to Group B, because as you can see, the contenders are real and they're coming with so much vigor. They're coming with so much hunger. And it's quite exciting because, I mean, if anything, this makes me even more excited about the game that's going to be played on Friday, which is Zimbabwe versus Malawi. Ah, how I wish we had been there. But we'll be right back after this break. You're watching Game On with Denise Pine and Edelbert Dina.
Game On.
Local innovation with a global recognition. It's JIT-TV.
Shout out to you, the viewer. Shout out to all our advertisers for supporting this incredible channel, JIT-TV. If you want to participate, if you want to attach your quality product to all our quality brands, get in touch with us here at JIT-TV. Also support the Razzmatazz, and we will surely give you value for your money. Indeed, that's what we do.
It's JIT-TV. Just in time.
Game On.
Welcome back, viewers. My name is Denise Pine, and I'm sitting here with my technical co-host, Edelbert Dina. And man, you're watching Game On. Exclusive coverage for the AFCON 33rd edition, and let's get right into it. Now, one thing that we actually haven't done was acknowledge a woman who has made a mark in African history. Salima Mkansanga, first female referee from Rwanda. I mean, wow.
And her resume is very impressive, huh?
Oh,
Because
wow.
she's been to Olympics, Women's World Cup, Africa Women's Cup of Nations, CAF Women's Champions League, and now
There she is, a rose amongst the thorns.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So we should give her a big congratulations. You know how we do it? Yeah, there
Yes.
you go. That's for you, Salima.
All right, and now when we're still on that topic, it is beautiful to see that women are starting to get into these spaces. So I'm happy about that as a female myself. Yes.
Yes.
Let's get into those spaces, ladies. All right. Now, on another note, we were talking about the Malawi game. Now we're looking at Malawi versus Zimbabwe, the game on Friday. Highly anticipated. Right now, Malawi and Zimbabwe both do not have points. So obviously the desire to win the cup, to have at least 2 goals right now is high. So
Yes.
competition is going to be tight.
Very tight. I mean, considering that both teams, they performed very well. And you see, the good thing is that when Zimbabwe was playing, the Malawians, they were watching, taking notes. Same applies now with this Malawi, Guinea versus Malawi. The Zimbabweans, they were watching too and taking notes. So it's going to be very interesting. And considering that both teams, they put on a very solid performance. And, despite the fact that they all lost the game, but come Friday, I think we're going to see a different game.
It is the game of games.
The game of games. And I think it's a game that everybody will be wanting to watch and hoping that
we're going to play as well as we did against Senegal.
Absolutely.
All right. And now, obviously, you said you've got a little special something for us from Coach Norman Mapeza.
Yes, this is what the Zimbabwe national team coach Norman Mapeza has to say.
Game on.
Hi, Eddie. It was a good game of football. I think the boys played very well. I think also think there were some moments where we were in control of the game. Unfortunately, we ended up on the losing side, giving away a penalty in the last few seconds of the game. But overall, I'm very proud of my boys. I think the performance today was top notch. And I think Petros Mari did very well, denying the Senegalese so many opportunities. Also, we had our back four, which also did very well, especially the two central defenders, that is Gerald Takwar and Tina Jadebe. They played very well, and I'm very proud of them. I think in all departments we looked very solid. What we just need to do now is to concentrate more on the Malawi game that is coming on Friday. Thanks.
Game on.
Coach Norman Mapeza, after the game versus Senegal, and he was very impressed with his team, but very sad again, conceding a penalty in the last 2 seconds of the game.
2 seconds.
Imagine. And we were hoping for a draw. And then boom, penalty.
That was going to make history for Zimbabwe.
Absolutely.
For the first time in a long time. But I still feel like they did make history. I mean, like the coach is saying, they played very well.
Mm-hmm.
And now, knowing the strength that we have, we are able to plan ahead for the Malawi game, which is one thing that I'm sure we're all excited about. Even the Guinea game. Those two games, if we don't have them in the bag, then but I have a very good feeling about that. But the one thing that's heartbreaking, I mean, you did hear the coach mention Mari,
Yes.
Like I did say in our previous chat that Mari really did deserve to be man of the match, guys. He played so well.
Yes, I mean,
he had one job and he did it. Yes, in the last
Perfectly.
minute, it happened. But at the same time, it's when you're now looking at Sadio Mane, right? He was man of the match. He plays for Liverpool. Like, guys, when we're looking at the game, yes, okay, he played well. A lot of people, if you're looking on social media, they were like, oh, no, they're not playing as a team. He needs support. Okay, yes, he did play well, but heartbreaks. If it was going to be a draw, Mari would have taken it.
Absolutely. I think maybe because Sadio Mane plays for Liverpool, that's why he's given man of the match and, converting that penalty also. But you know what I don't understand is that Mari, double saves, so many saves. And he deserves, as you said, he deserves to be man of the match. But why give it to Sadio Mane? We don't understand. And worse also, that after the game, all the journalists, all the reporters, they went to Senegal team. Not even one goes to Zim national team. Underdogs, which a team that plays so well, the coach's plan, top notch, as he said, and all the players, they all played according to his instructions, and they did very well.
You know what I think? I think what people don't realize, it's like a child. When you don't give that child attention, one of two things happens. They're either going to act out or they're going to make it their sole purpose to make sure that they prove you wrong. So Zim Warriors right now are going to prove a lot of people wrong. That's what I think, because looking at how they played, my confidence was shaken in the very beginning of the tournament when we were looking at Mapeza's men in terms of his team. But looking at how he played, never underestimate
Absolutely.
the underdogs.
And you know what, Dennis? Even though the journalists don't go to the Zimbabwean camp, JIT-TV will go. And they give you the exclusive interviews from the coaches and the players too.
So that is amazing and that is super exciting. And whilst we're still on the note of AFCON 33rd edition, some games that we're really looking forward to reviewing. Algeria versus Sierra Leone. The reason being Algeria are the defending champs right now. Obviously Senegal versus Guinea. We're hoping for a draw there.
Yes.
We're hoping for a draw because it increases our chances as well. And then Nigeria versus Egypt. Egypt because they have got the most wins so far. So the Pharaohs probably want an 8th title. So I'm sure they're playing with a vengeance. But looking at social media, Nigeria is very confident that they're going to take this one. So that's a very interesting match to look forward to reviewing. And then obviously just to end this week, Gabon and Ghana is going to be the last game at 9 p.m. So that's going to be amazing. How are you looking forward to it?
Yes, absolutely.
I know I'm looking forward to it.
Exciting games, and we hopefully that it's gonna rain goals, not shy goals.
You know what? No shy goals. Well, thank you so much for watching Game On, and I'm your host Denise Pine, and we've got our technical co-host here, Erobedina. And just to let you know, if you do not have access to watching the games, please go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw, and you can stream the AFCON 33rd edition live on our platform. And you can also shout out to us on our social media platforms right there on the screen, and make sure that you let us know what you think. You are watching Game On, and remember, enthusiasm
is everything.
See you same time tomorrow.
We stand for Africa.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we stand at the cradle of our fathers. We came to win, we accept no defeat.
We are young, we are strong, we are champions. We gonna rise up above the sea. Africa unite, together as one.
Celebrating African ways, African loving African people, African youth, African kings and African queens.
Everybody come together as one, we'll rise.
Africa tonight. Sound of the line. My people know we go conquer.
We stand for Africa.
If we do all together,
we sing for Africa.
we go conquer.
We stand for Africa.
If we do it together,
We sing for Africa.
Africa unite. Get us
Intahari Nalial Tazenandi Umonial Tamustabal.
with a heritage and spirit that never dies. The African dream will always survive.
Ici c'est la Terre Sainte, la patrie des dieux, bienvenue sur la terre-mère. Le nord, le sud, embrassent l'est et l'ouest, on vit le rêve de Norbert.
Estamos en la tierra de nuestros abuelos.
Você sabe que as crianças são futuro, trazendo esperança para a próxima geração.
On donne tout pour l'Afrique de Djibouti au Sénégal. Comme mendiant, tout ce que je veux c'est soulever le Graal. L'Afrique est belle, l'Afrique est jeune, l'Afrique est forte. Enfant de la terre, mère, lève le poing et envoie-lui du love. Enfant de la terre, mère, lève le poing et envoie-lui du love.
Afrika kama ikia sinatabanora emberesura.
See mama children charge up again. African sunshine rise up again. North to the south to the east and west. See the youth them a gather for the prize up again.
Africa, Halamud, Atika Tika, Ufud, Fatna, Jimal, Shiana, Dima, peace and love.
Ubaya Street.